Good morning, all you ring ropes and sweaty wrist tapes. It is I, Jules, here for the Wrestling Channel News.
Sorry. All you what?
Sweaty wrist tapes, that's what people
All
are.
you ring ropes?
Yeah.
Have you done this before?
Yeah.
Ever?
Yeah, I do the news every single day.
Really?
On all the other channels.
Wow,
so I'm very tired.
We'll have to have a look at that.
Destined to an early grave. Right, so, hello everyone, it's me, Jules, here with Adam Cleary, and we are doing wrestling news, so serious time. Let's get to the news. What's going on today? Oh, wait, no.
Do not do a jingle first.
See, this is the thing. I went too hard. with this.
Yes.
Hit that jingle.
News is here and we're feeling weary. Time for Jules and it's time for Cleary.
And we are back. What's happening in the news today?
Well, it's a biggie. Oh, it's a whopper.
Right, what's going on?
Reel it in.
Okay. I'm hooked.
You're hooked. Very good. You know Neville?
Oh, yes, I do. My ear twin.
Your ear twin. My regional homeboy.
Yeah, he's a moon about the tune.
He's a moon about the tune. He might not be a moon about WWE for much longer.
Well, really?
Because, yes, reports go that he walked out of Raw on Monday. This much has been confirmed.
Flipping hell.
However, the reports then go on to speculate in quite some detail that the reason for this is because he's asked for his release.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, see, I told you, it's biggie, isn't it?
That is quite big because he's like, okay, so at this present time, the Cruiserweight Division, in my opinion, has been...
Toilet.
Well, there's this thing, like Enzo was doing something interesting with it. Putting the belt on Callisto, I'm not too sure about what they're going to do. Because they've elevated, because let's face it, Neville was one of the greatest champions. Like, he was brilliant.
Oh, he's better than that. He's one of the best wrestlers in the world.
Yeah.
We did that thing in the magazine. We had the 100 best working wrestlers today. He was in, I think it was 8th or 7th or something like that.
Check that out.
Maybe 10th. What we know for definite is the plan for Raw originally was going to be Enzo versus Neville in a lumberjack match.
Right, okay.
Neville walked out, so they replaced him with Callisto, and
that's a fair trade.
That's a fair trade. And because they always like, whenever there's a replacement, they always like to throw a swerve in there just so it doesn't look so obvious. Yeah. They put the belt on Callisto.
But that's just...
So Callisto is now facing Enzo for the Cruiserweight title at TLC and the sort of the rematch for Enzo's rematch. That was originally going to be the match, but obviously Enzo going in as champion.
Right, okay. So Callisto was always going to come in?
Callisto was always going to come into the picture and get the title shot at TLC, but they swapped him in when Neville walked out on Raw.
I mean...
it's a mess. It's a mess. We love a mess.
That is a real shame because, like, you know, Enzo versus Neville, I liked what they were doing with that because basically you had a champion who basically had shaken things up and you had somebody who had elevated the belt to that level in the first place. Because let's face it, 205 Live, the Cruiserweight Division... it's circling the drain as it stands, but at least Neville made it interesting. Like, he's such a charismatic person. I love to hate him.
The thing is, a lot of people have said it doesn't really make sense, this. Why would he leave now? Because he's got such a better spot in the company. But the thing is, people are only comparing his current spot into the company with what he had before this. Like, before they rebranded him as the king of the cruiserweights, he was like doing pay-per-view pre-show tag matches against the Dudley Boys, and I think like one of his last matches on Raw, he got beat off Bo Dallas.
He beat off Bo Dallas?
He got beat off Bo Dallas.
Okay, right.
God, it's so early for that. It's so early for that.
Okay.
So I think people are already saying his spot's good now comparative to what his spot was before that. But even the spot he has now, he is deserving of so much better.
I mean, if you look at the trajectories of other NXT champions, his one hasn't been exactly great, has it?
No.
And this is the thing, like, when you turn a wrestler heel like that, who is so, like, acrobatic and things like that, it does change their moveset, and it was such a shame not to see the Red Arrow busted out as much as it was, you know?
Yeah, but the way he's adapted, I mean, it's such a testament to what a good wrestler is, because he completely changed his moveset and his work style around after he turned heel, and not in a jarring way. Like, it was so... He went to his ground game, which you know people didn't give him enough credit for because he's going to do a flip.
But I wonder if that sort of led to his frustrations, and possibly if he is leaving, I mean, where's he going to go? Like, what's like?
Anywhere. He's one of the people. He's leaving, and he's not leaving under a cloud. He's not leaving because there's been some issues. He's not leaving because he's hard to work with. He's not leaving because he's a bad employee. He's leaving because, if indeed he is leaving, we should say, because he's frustrated with the way he's being handled and the way he's being managed. And that I would go so far as to say there won't be a single promotion in the world that wouldn't have him and to be willing to not necessarily use him better, but allow him to have more input on what he does.
Go to New Japan, man.
I mean, we all know exactly which promotion people are going to say in the comments. So, you know, how way home, lad. How way home.
Come on, we'll have you. If
Jesus, well, I was going to be subtle about it, but okay.
Nah,
we'll go with
there's
that.
no subtlety about it. So where was this from? Or where's the quote from?
It's, as ever from Wrestling Observer, they've been finger on the pulse with this. They're going to do more about it, I think, later on today. They confirmed that he walked out.
Yeah.
They've confirmed that WWE have denied that he's asked. I mean, this could be a work. We saw this with Rusev, didn't we?
Yeah, we did, because he had that old message, didn't he? Been like, thank you very much and goodbye, sort of
thing. But the thing is, Neville hasn't done any of that. This is all behind the scenes. So if it is a work, it's very clever. It's very clever.
Unless it's a very sort of subtle move to get him back onto the main roster.
Maybe. I mean, it could be, at the minute, it could be anything. But what we know for definite is he walked out on Raw, and people are saying he's asked for his release. To
be fair, if this is the way that the Cruiserweight division is going to go with Enzo and Callisto fighting it out, those two juggernauts, then maybe he chose to leave at the right time. But as always, we're going to keep you updated as and when we know more about this. Come on, Neville, come home.
Howie home, lad.
Howie home, lad. And I'll send a message out to him right now with my ears.
That's not how they work.
This news has kind of drained me a little bit. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning. I feel like I need to wake up a bit. So it's just like, oh.
Oh, you get a good sound out of you, don't you? Oh, yeah, you get a good sound. Do the outro.
I'm living Foley. Basically that's been the news. Neville, come home, please.
Howie home, lad.
I'll put kettle on.
Howie home. That's Yorkshire.
Doesn't matter.
Put kettle on.
So, that's been the news. We'll keep you updated as and when more stuff develops with this. As always, I've been Jules.
You have. Still are.
And he's been Cleary.
Well done.
And we'll speak to you soon. See you later.